Okay guys, so the next unit we're going to start on is going to be limits. So I thought we would start with evaluating limits graphically. So pretty much what a limit is, it's a y value. It can be an open circle or it can be a closed circle. So just looking at a graph, you're going to go from both sides, okay? So we're going to talk about a left-hand limit and a right-hand limit. So the left-hand limit is written like this, okay? That's not a negative a, that means it's coming from the left side or the negative side of the x value. The positive side is written like this, and that's called the right-hand limit. So the notation is read as the limit as x approaches a from the negative side of f of x. This is read as the limit as x approaches a from the positive side of f of x. Okay, so we're going to go through and we're going to start some examples. Hopefully you can read this a little bit better on your note problems because it's going to be in color. Okay, so the first one, it says you want to evaluate the limit as x approaches -3 from the left side. So x is equal to a -3 is this line right here. So as I go along the graph from the negative side, my y value is 0. Okay. As I go from the right side of 3 along this graph right here, the y value comes out to be 6. Now, in order for a limit to exist, the left-hand limit and the right-hand limit have to equal each other. So they have to meet up at the same point like that. So the left-hand limit does not equal the right-hand limit, so right does not exist. Now, f of -3, whenever it starts talking about f of, that means I'm looking for the solid point, the colored in point. Okay, so f of -3, that looks like that is at -4. That's how we do limits graphically. Okay, so let's do another one. The limit as x approaches 5 from the left-hand side. So 5 is right here. As I go from the left-hand side, it looks like this is going up on a vertical asymptote all the way up. So it's going to be positive infinity. The limit as x approaches 5 from oh crap, I skipped a line. The limit as x approaches 5 from the left-hand side is infinity. The limit as x approaches 5 from the right-hand side. So as I approach 5 from the right-hand side, it's going to go to -infinity. Okay? So, since they're not going to the same thing, the limit does not exist. Okay? And f of 5. F of 5 does not exist. There's not a point on a vertical asymptote. Okay? It's all dotted lines. So it's going to be does not exist also. Okay, the limit as x approaches -1 from the left-hand side. So -1 is right here. As I come from the left-hand side, your limit looks like it is -2. As I come from the right-hand side, the limit appears to be a -2. Okay, and so since the left-hand limit is equal to the right-hand limit, it is the limit as x approaches -1 is equal to a -2. So as I go along the graph, if my fingers meet up, that means the limit exists. Okay, f of -1, there's a hole right there, so that's going to be does not exist. Remember that f of means you're looking for a solid point. Okay, the limit as x approaches 2 from the left-hand side. So 2 is right here. So the limit as x approaches 2 from the left-hand side, the y value is 0. As I go from the right-hand side, my y value is 0. Since the left-hand limit equals the right-hand limit, the limit as x approaches 2 is 0. F of 2, it's colored in. It's a solid point. So f of 2 is equal to 0. Now 17 and 18, the limit as x approaches infinity, okay? So what is this? What is it lining out to as we go all the way to the right? Well, as I look at this, it's going all the way out to the right and it's approaching 0. So that's what a limit as x approaches infinity means. As I go the limit as x approaches negative infinity, I'm looking for what y value does this line out to all the way to the left. Okay, and it looks like it's lining out to a -3. Okay, so it's approaching and it's lining out like that. It doesn't have to touch it, but it just approaches it. Okay, another graph. Okay, so the limit as x approaches -6 from the left-hand side. Okay, so as I go along the graph from the left-hand side, it's going to approach -2. As I go from the right-hand side, it's also going to approach -2. So that means that the limit is equal to, the limit as x approaches -6 is equal to a -2. So in order for the limit to exist, the left-hand limit has to equal the right-hand limit. F of -6, I'm looking for the solid point. So the solid point is right here, it's 2. Okay, the limit as x approaches -4 from the left-hand side. Okay, -4 from the left-hand side, I'm going up here. It looks like it's 3. Okay. The limit as x approaches -4 from the right-hand side, it's 3. Since they're equal to each other, the limit as x approaches -4 is 3. And f of -4 is 3 because it's colored in right here. There's no hole in the graph. Okay, the limit as x approaches -1 from the left-hand side. So -1 is on this asymptote right here. As I go from the left-hand side, it's going to approach -infinity. As I go from the right-hand side of -1, it's going to approach -infinity. Okay, now here's where it depends on who's teaching you, okay? So -infinity or positive infinity can't be a number, okay? You can't quantify that limit. So we say that it does not exist, okay? Now, we can tell that both of these are going to -infinity if you want to. Like if you're in calculus and this was a multiple choice exam, they wouldn't give you both of these answers. They would give you one or the other, okay? And then f of -1, it's on an asymptote, so it does not exist. Okay, the limit as x approaches -2 from the left-hand side. So as I approach -2 from the left-hand side, my y value is 4. As I approach -2 from the positive side, from the right-hand side, it's 0. Since the left-hand limit does not equal the right-hand limit, it does not exist. And f of -2, we're looking for the solid point at -2, which is going to be 4. The limit as x approaches positive infinity, so what does it line out to all the way to the right? It looks like it lines out to 1. Okay, and as it lines out all the way to the left, it looks like it's approaching positive infinity. So remember, positive infinity is all the way up if we're talking about y values. If it's talking about x values, it's all the way to the right. If I'm going -infinity, I'm going down and I'm going to the left. Okay, so we're going to do another set of notes over this shortly, but hopefully you understand this. Remember, in order for a limit to exist, the left-hand limit has to equal the right-hand limit. And the limit is pretty much just a theoretical y value, okay? So hopefully you have this, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, bye.